The tea is piping hot. Get cozy. This is going to be one of the wildest episodes of partner shaming. Freshly forwarded from my husband, this message to him reads, might have some fresh content for Lauren's TikTok if she needs any. My buddy recently matched with this girl on Bumble. Rest in peace, Jim. Let's open the photo set. On here because I discovered my husband shared noodles of me on Reddit to show me off. He doesn't know I know yet. If he wants to share me so bad, maybe I'll get a boyfriend. F you, Jim. So happy the world will know how secretly insecure you are about your 3-inch. You fucking moron. Oh, no. Jim has fucked up. It goes on. What makes a relationship great is, I can tell you it's not great, having a husband who plays Xbox a lot, doesn't help around the house, drives a Prius with a Bernie sticker, and has a bad job. Jim, this you? It's meant to be if you have some good ideas for how to humiliate my worthless of a husband. Bonus for anyone who seriously trash talks the dump in your first message. Claire the Christian is out for blood. Some people will really do everything except break up. But for the first time in this series, I'm actually struggling to decide if this is too far or not. Because first of all, they're both partner shamers, whether that was both of their intentions or not. What he did to her, posting her spicy pictures publicly to the internet without her consent, is actually illegal. What she's doing isn't. And yeah, she's exposing his face. He exposed her everything. Because even if his intentions were to, in her words, just show her off and not humiliate her, that's still what he did. And now she wants vengeance. The biggest question left here is, are they actually leaving each other or not? This is the series where people publicly humiliate their partner online for clout and then expect a normal relationship afterward. That's certainly what he thought, but I'm just wondering, is she actually going to leave him, or does she think that this is actually going to teach him a lesson and then they'll keep being married afterward? Do you think he'll leave her when he sees this? Because, TikTok, you're gonna do your thing. If you happen to know a Jim in Michigan with a Bernie Sanders sticker on his Prius, you might want to let him know. Claire knows. Welcome back to another episode of Partner Shaming, the show where people make their relationships our business by publicly complaining about their partner, but then get mad at us for not liking their partner. Yeah.
So my husband is on his bachelor trip right now, and yesterday he decided to not text or call me.
She goes on to describe that her husband is on a 5-day-long cruise ship bachelor trip around Mexico with his buddies, and that on the first day she had a hard time getting a hold of him. She's freaking out, crying, panicking, messaging all his friends. Finally, he gets a hold of her later that night, says he had to buy 2 days of Wi-Fi and that they've mostly just been working out, eating, chilling in the sauna. And the whole video ends with her asking TikTok if she should believe him. And do you think the comments were fair and objective and helped ease her worries? No, going to TikTok with your relationship concerns is like Googling your symptoms, dude. So now we have this woman who already has anxiety being told by 1.2 million people that her man is probably cheating on her. Entire conspiracies on how you can't just buy 2 days of Wi-Fi. Even I Googled the Wi-Fi thing and oh my god, cruise ship Wi-Fi is expensive. Anyway, in an update video, she proceeds to share every single text message that they've exchanged since in an effort to show that it's not that she doesn't trust him, she just wanted reassurance. At this point, I don't know if she's trying to convince us or herself. Also, I blurted out, but her husband's full name was in those text screenshots, and she doesn't care. Finally, we get a face to the name as she asks us, because it's our relationship now, what we think of this video he sent her. He's basically giving general updates and shows that this is their room. The bunk bed situation does not stop anyone from thinking he is a heinous serial cheater. So now we have this woman who's telling him, who's telling us, that even though she totally trusts him, that she just needs a little reassurance. So what does he do? He offers her reassurance. And apparently he does that wrong. Why is he over-explaining so much? This is just like interrogation videos. And I think most of us can relate to this woman a little bit. A 5-day cruise ship bachelor trip party sounds a little bit extra. I wouldn't like my husband having to pay $200 just to say goodnight to me. I'd probably be jealous. I'd probably have FOMO. All totally normal. Where you fucked up is bringing it to the court of public opinion and asking us what we think. See, for us here in the peanut gallery, we are totally out of the splash zone of repercussions if you decide to go nuclear and blast your husband on social media. We can just tell you that your husband is trash and you should divorce him and nothing bad will happen to us. And there's so many of us, so it's easy to get in your head. Shit, it's easy for you to get into our heads. Look how many people you have working overtime to figure out if he's cheating, if he's gay, who his phone carrier is, investigating every option except for the one where he's a fitness influencer and B-roll from Mexico will last months. At the end of the day, trust is a choice, and I've seen this creator make a lot of choices. The choice to record these videos, the choice to edit and caption these videos, the choice to respond to comments in these videos, all while avoiding the choice to just trust her husband. This isn't a gray area. Marriage isn't, well, let's see what TikTok has to say and decide if I should trust him or not. You either do it or you don't. You can claim you trust your partner, but if you're posting videos like this, you don't. And relationships are built on trust, so do with that what you will.
on his bachelor trip right now, and yesterday he decided to not text or call me. So I'm over here freaking out, not being able to sleep, crying at night, waking up at 4 a.m. He bought a day of Wi-Fi and just called me on Instagram and told me all we did yesterday was eat food. Like, I didn't. Don't lie to me. Don't lie. I don't know if I should believe him, but
So my fiance called me today while he's at work, and he says, babe, I just threw up. So I go pick him up, and he's like feverish. He's like shivering the whole way up. I had to pull over him 3 times because he's literally barfing everywhere. Literally, like, he's like really dramatic when he's sick. It's just like constant whine and moan. He's sitting in my passenger seat just shaking, shivering, moaning, whining, all of the above, barfing.
I won't make you listen to any more of that annoying voice filter, but this woman basically goes on to shame her fiance for, let me check my notes here, being violently ill. As she goes on to describe how he's shaking, he's groaning, he's vomiting constantly. Her whole focus seems to be on how annoying and dramatic he's being. The main thing that she and now hundreds of thousands of other women are dragging him online for, though, is that in his delirium, when he was in the restroom at the ER, he got so freezing cold that he started covering himself in hot water and I guess left some water on the floor. And that was so cringe and embarrassing for her because, of course, she is the victim of this situation. Keep in mind, she posted this little Comedy Central roast before she even knew what was wrong with him. In the comments, she and many others laugh hysterically at his pain. She continues to drag him, posting pictures of him at his most sick and vulnerable, as droves of women are now referring to him as Birdbath Boy. After all that, he ended up having the flu, which, if you don't know, does kill 2,500 young people between the ages of 18 and 40 every year. As a nursing student, she should know that, and she should also know that if you have the flu, it will attack every single other underlying condition you have and make them like 10 times worse. And if your reaction to that, to your person who you're supposed to love and protect and cherish, having the flu is to ridicule them and humiliate them at their lowest, when he didn't even do anything to you, then you're not ready to be a wife. I'm sorry. Could you imagine if it was more serious and those were the last videos she ever posted about him? And we wonder why men don't open up, why they don't live as long as women? And not for nothing, but I think we can all agree that if a man did this to a woman, he would be canceled. Let's all be intellectually consistent and just not do this ugly shit to each other. For now, I'm not impressed. Bad partner shamer. Bad. I could do an entire partner shaming episode on passive-aggressive lunch making.
Then I have a small side salad to hopefully help him lose that fat ass attitude. And 2 big breadsticks to remind him I can always find a longer day.
It's a thing. But today there's one passive-aggressive meal in particular that we need to address. I can't say I've ever fed someone who's cheated on me that well in my life. That aside, we need to look at the caption. It reads, "Guess you won't be seeing your daughter anymore, and to the Lexi chick, he's all yours." Okay, whoa, even if he was cheating, that doesn't obliterate your parental rights. I wasn't the only one upset about this, and when people ask what this has to do with her daughter, she said this.
Hurting my fucking feelings, so you basically hurting my daughter's feelings. Like, if I know that your daughter is the most important things to you, I'm gonna use that shit against you.
So we all watched the same thing, right? While playing sad emotional piano music to try and make you feel bad for her, she straight up admits to alienating her child from her father just because she knows it's the thing that will hurt him the most. At this point, I was really hoping it was just a really bad joke, but no, she doubles down even more.
I left my dad when I was 2. Like, who cares? I didn't have no dad growing up. And then, like, he knew what was going to happen because I told him this before, and he still did it.
So her argument is that because she grew up without a dad, it's okay for her to force her daughter to go without hers. And in pure partner shaming, just kidding, we're fine fashion, she has already taken down all of those videos, replaced them with videos like these, and is pretending she never said anything like that and that Lexi never existed. But the internet is forever. We know what you did. This is also a really clear-cut example of how men end up staying in toxic relationships. She knows that she can control him with his child. It's messed up. You know what? Lexi wouldn't do this to him. The real reason my ex broke up with me is because I don't act like this. Welcome back to another episode of Partner Shaming. Now, you might be thinking, Lauren, this doesn't make sense. That's not her partner. That's clearly her ex. This is ex-shaming. Ex-shaming is legal. Okay, but what if at the time that she recorded this, she was actively trying to get him back? How do we know this? We'll get to that, but first. So this video got 3.9 million views. Now, if you go into the comments, it's everybody dragging the guy who dumped her, as breakup TikToks usually go. The issue is that this isn't ordinary roasting. People started to accuse him of being, well, one of the guys that Chris Hansen would want to talk to. Saying guys like dances like that because they like little girls or something. This woman writes, "They like childish things and it's so scary." Okay, who's they? All men? Bro, we all like childish things. You probably have like 70 squishmallows. All right, so now that we've seen her side, what if I told you that the way that we had evidence that she was trying to get him back at the time was because that ex saw that TikTok and stitched it?
Hi.
Yo, he slid in just like the Joker. This ain't gonna be good.
Actual ex-boyfriend here. You know, the one from that video, that 1.5 million view video.
Oh, we've gotten so many more since then.
Anyways, no, that's not the reason I broke up with you. The reason be because you cheated multiple times.
No.
Then tried to accuse me of cheating. Even though
Like they
you
do. Like they
woke
do.
up in bed after a drunk night with your guy best friend with his hand in your pants.
Not
Or
the guy
because
best
you made
friend.
out with a dude a week into our relationship. Or because your ex-boyfriend took you home from the vape shop because you were drunk and you saw him and you wanted to show him what he was missing.
Oh, Lauren, these are just exes talking crap. He doesn't have proof. I made out with that person before Yu-Gi-Oh! So you really broke up with me over a slap at the club. It's cool, weird AF. You should have protected me. Amber, you make everything so difficult. It just hit 512K. Mine just hit 3.6 mil. Okay, he had proof. As of right now, dumb princess, and that is not me being rude, that is her Christ-given name on this platform, does plan to post her side of things soon. I know that these two are fortunately no longer partners, but this is still a very good cautionary tale to establish the dangers of trying to embarrass people you know online for clout. Karma's not a bitch, she's a mirror. So all I'm saying is, if you're trying to humiliate your ex and make him look stupid for liking dance videos on an app popularized for dance videos, make sure that you didn't also send him text messages admitting that you cheated on him a bunch of times first.